The sun was sinking low behind the rugged hills, staining the horizon with streaks of blood-red light. A dry wind swept across the barren land, carrying the scent of dust and despair. Somewhere in that endless wilderness, Clara lay bound to a splintered post, her wrists raw from the coarse rope that cut into her skin. Every breath came shallow, every heartbeat echoed against the silence of the desert. The outlaws had left her there, mocking her screams, taking her horse, and leaving her to die beneath the rising chill of the night. Clara's mind drifted between fear and fury. She had trusted the wrong man, the one who had smiled so easily, who had promised her safety. Now, as the darkness thickened around her, the same promise felt like a cruel joke. The distant cry of a coyote broke the stillness, and for the first time, she began to think this was how it would end, alone, forgotten, her story swallowed by the dust. But fate had a strange way of turning. Miles away, Jack McAllister, once a soldier, now a rancher hardened by years of loss, was riding the fence line of his property. He had noticed something unusual earlier that day, a wisp of smoke from the canyon where no camp should be. Something about it gnawed at him. So, as night fell, he took his lantern and rode out into the cold wind. When he reached the canyon's edge, the beam of his lantern flickered over something pale among the rocks, a motionless figure. Jack dismounted quickly, heart pounding. As he knelt beside her, the sight stole his breath. A woman, bruised and beaten, but alive. He cut her free, lifted her carefully, and whispered, "You're safe now." But when she opened her eyes, everything changed. "Clara McAllister," she whispered, her voice trembling like the last breath of wind before a storm. Jack froze, the name slicing through him like a blade. He staggered backward, the lantern in his hand flickering wildly. "No," he muttered, shaking his head. "Clara's gone. She died 3 years ago." But the woman looked up, her tear-streaked face illuminated by the soft glow. "I didn't die, Jack," she said weakly. "They wanted you to believe that." He knelt beside her, his hands trembling as he brushed the dirt from her face. The same silver locket still hung around her neck, the one he'd buried with what he thought was her body. His heart pounded as disbelief gave way to horror. "Who did this to you?" he demanded, her eyes filled with pain and fire. "Your ranch hand, Cole Turner, and the men he works for. He wasn't who you thought he was. He wanted the ranch, the money, the land. He made it look like an accident, like I never existed." Jack's mind reeled. Cole had been like family, a man he'd trusted with his life. The memory of shared whiskey and laughter around the campfire now burned like poison in his gut. "I escaped," Clara continued, her voice breaking. "But they found me again. They thought killing me out here would finish it for good." Jack rose slowly, fists clenched, eyes hard as steel. Lightning cracked across the sky, illuminating his face with cold fury. "They made one mistake," he said quietly, looking toward the distant glow of his ranch. "They left you breathing." As thunder rolled and rain